What you doing there? Oh, hello! I'm just looking around for... I just got here and I don't know where I am. Well, I don't like you, stranger. Take this. Oh, what is this? Yes, a book. 10 nights in a bar room. Magic! Looks pretty flat to me. I wonder what it's about. I'm so tired. Pow! Hello, people. Steve!
Ah, yes, the temperance movement. Temperance in a nutshell is a communal push towards reducing or completely stopping the widespread use of alcohol in a community. It came about in the United States around the late 18th and early 19th centuries as people gradually became fed up with the effects of alcohol usage, such as domestic violence and impaired thought. The movement's main driving force were women, as they were usually the ones who experienced and witnessed firsthand the consequences of alcohol abuse and decided to do something about it. One female proponent of temperance is Frances Willard, who witnessed her brother's demise and felt the financial troubles coupled with drinking problems.
Frances Willard was a strong woman. She was active not just in the temperance movement, but also in the women's suffrage movement. Her brother's alcoholism during her childhood and his excessive gambling had left her family with tremendous debt, and provided the push that eventually led her to become a leader in the female participation in promoting temperance, as she went on various speaking tours all over the country to spread her message. She was also instrumental in the formation of the WCTU, or the Women's Christian Temperance Union, and subsequently became a leader of both the Chicago branch and later the national organization.
Man, confusion. Were there other organizations formed?
Why, yes, of course. The temperance movement saw the development of many organizations and societies, one of the major ones being the American Temperance Society, established in 1826 in Boston, Massachusetts. The ATS managed to grow to a size of 170,000 members, and 5 years after that, 1,500,000. It became the first American society to receive widespread support for a common cause, quickly becoming a nationwide society.
Well, I learned that there were very many people that supported temperance, all parts of groups and stuff, but I don't know about very many prominent figures except for one. Onwards! Onwards!
One prominent figure in the temperance movement is Lyman Beecher. He was a Presbyterian minister who confounded the American Temperance Society and wrote sermons on the issue of temperance, very much for it. He preached in many churches, being a learned man, and fathered 13 children, some of who later on became prominent figures, including Harriet Beecher Stowe and Thomas K. Beecher. He also preached towards abolition and gave a sermon on the duel between Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr. Another prominent figure, John B. Gough, born in 1886, was a temperance orator. His first encounter with the topic came when he met a Quaker who brought him to a temperance meeting and got him to sign a pledge, after which he devoted himself towards lecturing about its reform. In his first year of traveling and speaking on the subject, he spoke 386 times, and for the next 17 years he only spoke about temperance, speaking over 5,000 times. In 1853, he was invited to speak in London by the London Temperance League, and did not return to the States until 1855, after speaking at Oxford and Exeter Hall.
John Bartholomew Gough returned to England in 1857, lectured for 3 years, and, after 17 years of speaking only about temperance, he began speaking on other topics. He also developed a number of written works, an autobiography, one titled Orations, and others titled Temperance Addresses, Temperance Lectures, and Sunlight and Shadow, or Gleanings from My Life Work.
Wow, Equestricus, I didn't know you knew stuff. Oh, wow! Well, what did the government do?
The government, throughout the course of the movement, passed certain laws related to temperance, but the one that started is the Maine Liquor Law. Passed in 1851, this was one of the first acts of the uprising movement of temperance. Neil Dow crafted this law, which made the sale of all alcoholic beverages illegal in Maine. Alcohol that wasn't for medicinal, mechanical, or manufacturing purposes. By 1855, 12 more states had joined Maine in becoming dry states, as they were called. Many working-class people and immigrants hated these new laws, and things turned violent in Portland, Maine. A riot was started, which became known as the Maine Law Riot, and led to a law being repealed in 1856. The Maine Law was a shot heard round the world, and became a huge inspiration for the United Kingdom Alliance in Manchester, England.
Well, it all started when I walked here from my homeland, McNarnia.com, and that one stranger threw that book at me. It was 10 Nights in a Barroom, and I read it, and it was about a town miller who quits his job and decides to open a tavern. The narrator follows the gradual decline of the family involved and the town's actions. It really showed how liquor could mess people up, and I decided to learn more about temperance after reading it.